Hello students, in this video we will discuss problem number 12.11 in chapter 12 using curved arrow notation. Show the formation of reaction intermediates when the following covalent compound undergo heterolytic cleavage. So these three compounds are given. These are undergo the homolytic cleavage. What are the intermediate? So the first one, CH3, CH3. Where the bond is cleavage? Which bond is cleavages? What type of intermediates are formed? Here, how to identify which is exhibit the more electronegativity. So for the bond formation, how to require the two electrons. The two electrons are shifted to one side, then that are called as a heterolytic cleavage. So here how to take, these are the bonded off electrons. These two are exhibit different electronegativities, then the bonded off electrons are shifted to one side. So that is considered as a heterolytic cleavage. If these two are exhibit the same electronegativity, so the bonded off electrons are shifted to both the atom side, then that are considered as a homolytic cleavage. Here the heterolytic cleavage is occurred. What are the intermediate? Comparatively the carbon atom, the sulfur is the more electronegativity. So that's why these two electrons will be shifted towards the sulfur atom. So then you will get CH3 positively charged and CH3 negatively charged. You are getting the electrophile. So electrophile is the intermediate. Electron loving group is a intermediate. And the second one, B, CH3 C N, that is triple bond N. This is undergo the homolytic heterolytic cleavage. Here the bonded off electrons are there. Here also the bonded off electrons are present. This carbon atom is bonded with the carbon. Comparatively, the carbon atom, the nitrogen atom is more electronegative. So this nitrogen atom accept the electrons. So these two electrons will be shifted to here. This is get the negatively charged. Why the bond is cleavage between this carbon and nitrogen? Because the triple bond is there between these two. So it required the more amount of energy to break the bond. So that's why this bond is cleavage between carbon and carbon bond is cleavages. You will get negatively charged at this carbon atom and positively charged another carbon atom. So here you will get CH3 positively charged electrophile and Cn minus. The negative charge will be occur at the nitrogen atom. Here the carbon and C triple bond N. Single bond N how to consider. Compared to the carbon atom, nitrogen is exhibit the more electronegative. This is partially negative charge and partially positively charged. And here the hydrogen atom is there. This is bonded with the hydrogen. The hydrogen electronegativity is 2.5 and carbon electronegativity is 2.5. hydrogen electronegativity is 2.1. So then the electrons will be shifted towards this carbon atom. So these are donating of electrons to carbon. So that's why the bond is cleavage here. But the same thing here, the triple bond is there between the carbon and nitrogen. More amount of energy is required to break the bond. So that is for heterolytic cleavage. So that's why the bond is cleavage between carbon and carbon atom. You are getting the electrophile and cyanide ion. So this is the intermediate. And the CH3, C. This is undergo the heterolytic cleavage. Heterolytic cleavage. We know the copper electronegativity is 1.8. This is the metal, and carbon is 2.4. So comparatively the carbon is more electronegative. Whatever the electrons are there, that electrons are shifted towards the carbon. So the intermediate is CH3, negatively charged, and copper plus. Copper plus. You are getting the nucleophile. So that is nucleus loving group. CH3, negative charge. Nucleophile is the intermediate. Here the carbon is exhibit the negatively charged. Thank you. For more updates, please subscribe my channel.